Hi, my name is Teyjah. This painting is called Desert Blooms. It's called that for a twofold reason. It's a bit of a long story, but I'll sort of get into it. When I went to a show one time, and a famous artist, and I was really depressed afterwards because I saw just incredible beauty in the structure of how he was doing things, and never compare yourself to another artist. It really doesn't work for us. So anyways, in my depression, I went to the studio and I decided, that's it, I'm quitting. I can't do realistic as well as he does, and I'll never be that way, and da-da-da. And then as I was about to leave the studio, I decided, well, you know what? If I'm gonna quit, why don't I just have a little bit of fun anyways before I call it quits? So I said, well, let's see, what have I got hanging around? And I had this brown painting, and I'm not kidding, it was brown. This was the color of the background in here. And I thought to myself, well, it can't get any deader than that. So all I can do is either make it better or make it worse. So I decided, what can I paint? And I thought, you know what? I have this beautiful memory of a trip that I took in the American Southwest. And it was early in the morning. I had been driving all night with a friend of mine. And I needed to stay awake because I was the driver. And we decided to stop at this little restaurant, and it had just opened. I think it was like 4:30 in the morning or something. We were waiting for it to open, and it finally opened. And so I was just standing against the car, minding my own business, and this kind of thunderstorm came in, and it just dumped tons of water. But in that minute of having all that water fall, you could see the blooming of the flowers, and everything sort of came alive. And I'm standing there, and it stops raining, and this coyote comes across the road, stands not far away from me, and I'm thinking, okay, this is very interesting. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to sit here and smile. And so the coyote and I just sat and thought about things, and and then just as my girlfriend walks out, this beautiful sunrise occurs at the same time. And it's one of those moments in life where you never forget it. And you're sort of communing with nature, and you get that moment of, wow, this is what it's all about. So what I did after all of that is I thought about what I just told you as a story. And I came in and I thought about all the luminosity of the colors that I saw in those very, very brief instances. And there were little lizards scampering around, and the cacti were all kind of happy. And so this desert bloom actually represents for me that moment in life where everything is interconnected. And I love this painting. It's got the mountainscapes behind it. It's got the florals of the desert that happened. I didn't put the coyote in. I put him in another picture. But this one was kind of like that momentous moment where you realize all these colorful energy fields, and I could see them. And so this is what desert bloom represents to me, the interconnectedness of everything in life, and just the beauty of the American Southwest. And guess what? I got to save this painting, and I did a good job. And so afterwards, I thought, you know what? I'll never be so-and-so and famous maybe. However, this is a good painting. And so you know what? I kept going. So I don't know what the moral of the story is exactly, but for me it was, you can't compare yourself to anybody else. I do abstraction best. And I stopped putting myself down and just went with it. So Desert Bloom has a lot of meaning in it for me, and I hope it helps you out as well, because we as artists, we can go into the dumps, and so try it. I couldn't have killed it more than this dark brown spot, so if you can revive it, good for you. Thank you.